Alright, this was another masterclass from Yoke, and he just dominated this game in the post off his gravity or passes the entire night. A lot of it did stem from the Thunder sticking to the same defensive game plan from their first matchup of doubling Yoke nonstop, but it didn't work as well this time. And I don't want to do the math, but damn near every single point was generated from him either finding the cutter or kicking out of the double. On paper, he finished with 16 assists, but that's excluding the ones he won't get credit for, because a lot of them led to a whistle or a swing or even the extra pass after that, and he was still close to finishing with the third ever 20-20-20 game in NBA history. It would have been even crazier to accomplish that with the second player to ever do it as his teammate, especially after the night Russ had, and him and Christian Braun were the biggest beneficiaries of Yoke's gravity throughout. But even with their production in the first half, this game still could have been over early, and it's all because they still don't play real defense from the start. The Thunder were generating good looks just off their pace or manipulating the P&R, and it was just too easy for them to break down the Nuggets defense for their driving kicks. Even when the Nuggets tried to go to a 3-2 or even a 2-3, the Thunder would just easily exploit open pockets in the middle or have open driving angles because every player was always out of position, and they were just fortunate the Thunder missed shots. But at least they started playing real defense in the third, and once again, it still requires them to have their back against the wall before doing so. I don't know what was said during the timeout with 8 minutes to go, but Mike Malone just got a tech prior, so he must have just lit their ass up, because from that point onward, they weren't even the same team, and it started with that ridiculous 27-9 run. Mark Daniel had to burn 3 timeouts just to stop the momentum shift, and fortunately for him, the Nuggets didn't just break the game open off it, but unfortunately for him, the Thunder could never get their rhythm back after that. Yoke was showing more off screens against Shea or Dub, and they even started blitzing Shea more whenever he tried to mismatch hunt, but it wasn't as much about the schemes than it was the effort. The Nuggets were more physical on drives, or rotating over from the help side for blocks, or even just had quick hands for strips, and all those just took away anything easy inside for the Thunder. The worst of it came from Shea because he couldn't finish in the paint at all, and even Shea had uncharacteristic turnovers that I'm not used to seeing from him, so their entire offense was either a putback, a run out, or a tough shot. The only reason they were even in the game was because of Dub's stretch late in the fourth, but it was a little too late, and once again, the Nuggets won another game off their defense. The most crucial stops were Julian Strawther sprinting back on defense to take away Lou's lay in transition, and then SWAT doing what he does on Shea's potential game-tying lay. The only surprising part was Yoke rushing to inbound the rock to him prior, because he shouldn't be the one going to the line in that situation, but him missing a pair worked in his favor, because this set up his heroics to give the Thunder a chance, and then he took it away right after with the final stop. Just watch the tape.
The shot was